us right here today is Derek Buckham. Derek, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. It's nice to speak to you, Kayden.
It's nice to talk to you as well. So let's get started by getting to know you a little and tell us, how did you get started in music?
I got started in music a long time ago, maybe 50 years ago, and I worked with a guy who eventually became very famous, and I used to go around with them, and I wanted to play in a band, so I started off doing covers in workmen's clubs, eventually formed a band called Tokyo Rose, and started writing songs, tried to get record deals, had lots of big record companies, CBS, come up to see us, but it never happened. So basically from there, I built my own studio, had to work away from home a lot, but every time I came home, I would record, build the studio up, and over the years, it's got better and better. So basically, that's my story.
So if you had the opportunity to duet or collaborate with any artist, whether they're with us today or not, who would you choose and why would you choose them?
Oh, it's got to be Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Any particular reason why for Paul McCartney?
Just there's basically I like to think that my songs are very good, very catchy, lots of melody, and basically I was brought up, and my first influence was the Beatles and their great songwriting, and I've written over 100 songs, had them published, and basically doing very well on YouTube. Uh, Last time I looked, I think 850,000 views. So they're doing quite well. I pick up radio play all over the world. And what happened this morning was very good. That RTI, a huge radio station in Europe, has just made my new song, The Halloween King, their record of the week for next week for the Halloween period. And everybody's loving it. So basically, that's why I want to speak to you. So maybe a lot of your listeners can have a listen to it.
Absolutely. Now tell us more about that song and why you put it out there, called The Halloween King.
Well, basically, I always thought there's never been a lot of great Halloween songs. So for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been writing Halloween songs just for that period. And this year, I decided that I would go one step further and create a character called the Halloween King. And in the song, he hates children and he bakes them in pies and drinks the tears from their eyes. And basically, I've written a short story about this man. If you go onto Google or anywhere on the internet, type in The Halloween King by Tokyo Rose, the video will come up, and you'll see it on Facebook. On Facebook, it's at the moment it's had in the region of 12,000 views, and basically it hasn't done so well on YouTube because I haven't been promoting it on YouTube, but on Facebook 12,000 views, the story 3,000 or 4,000 views, that people starting to like it, and basically Halloween is just starting to happen now.
Absolutely. Now, if you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world and do a show and to be able to share your music in this particular area, where would you go and why would you go there?
I think everyone would like to go to America, you know, the land of rock and roll. 5 years ago, when I retired, I did a music trip from New York down to Miami, covering all the different types of music in America. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and basically ended up in Miami, and I had witnessed the whole southern scene of America. And I'd love to go back. Can't afford it at the moment, but if I ever get the chance to take my music across there, I would love to.
Well, you never know. You're putting out your music and you never know what could happen in this business. So,
That's quite right. And the good thing about this business is everyone is so passionate about it. There's so much music out there at the moment, but I still believe that if you write a good song, eventually it'll get there. And the Halloween King is a good song. I don't know if you've heard it yet.
I have heard it, yes. It's very good.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And the character is my alter ego. He's called Percy Todd. He's the nephew of Sweeney Todd. I don't know if you know who Sweeney Todd is. He was a demon barber in London who used to cut people's throats. So it's basically it's all around the Halloween theme.
Hmm. So if people want to learn more about you, where can they find you?
Basically, you can find me as Derek Buckham on Facebook or Tokyo Rose. I've got a website called tokyorose.biz, and I've also got a YouTube channel called Tokyo Rose Biz. So people can find all my work there. I've got 150 videos online, including Halloween, Christmas, you name it, it's there.
And if you had one message to tell anybody that was listening right now, what would that message be, Derek?
Sorry, could you repeat that again, Kayden?
I can. If you had one message to tell anybody that was listening right now, what would that message be?
The message would be, go on the internet, type in The Halloween King by Tokyo Rose. Have a watch, and my message is, use it for your Halloween party. It costs nothing, and share it with your friends.
Awesome. Derek, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. Before we go, do you have any other things that you want to share with us today that I may have missed?
No, not really, Kayden. I did speak to you about 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if you can remember.
I do.
And it did me a lot of good because people are watching your shows, and people basically without an advertising budget, which I haven't got, so I can't afford to buy views or buy players. I've got to depend on homegrown, like people like yourself. And thanks to you, I've now got lots of friends who are great DJs who are playing my music. So that is what I really want.
For sure. And once again, I'd like to thank Derek for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. We definitely appreciate your time and support and hope to have you on the show again real soon.
Well, thanks very much, Kayden.